Uh, Now again, overview of story, the summer of the beautiful white horse. Just look at the basic pins of this story again. Just this story is about two boys. They belong to Armenian community. So first pin of this particular chapter, again you will have to look at the checklist and pin. This particular story is about two guys, two boys. They belong to Armenian tribe. If we look at the things, the name of first guy who is narrator is Aram. So second guy of this particular story is Murad. So I have already told you people that this particular story is first person narrative. What is first person narrative? I think you are crystal clear about the thing. If anybody is just sharing his personal experience through the story, that is called first person narrative. So I think this is a very fine story which gives us a very fine lesson that we must protect the basics of our community of our family. And I think this will clear up to this particular point. Uh, just look at the title. Title of this particular chapter is the summer of the beautiful white horse. Very accurate title. It was already announced. The reason behind that was basic. If we look at the basic of this particular narrative or story, this is about two Armenian guys who were just getting delight of a beautiful ride of wonderful white horse, and the season was summer season at that particular moment. So I think crystal clear about title, crystal clear about two guys, Aram and Murad. Let us move for little bit details from Aram. Aram was 9-year-old. If we look at the narrator, he was 9-year-old and he was down to earth. What is down to earth? He was very sensible, very polite, very honest, and he used to behave in a very decent way. So, if now look at the basics of Murad, very features of Murad. Murad, already I had told you that he was a crazy streak. So, this particular, I think, features of this particular guy was announced in lecture number 1 of the same uh, chapter. So you might be able to look at the things. He was 13-year-old and he was he was not down to earth, he was crazy strict. People used to feel that his basic habits were just like his uncle Khosrow. So automatically up to this particular point, you should be able to get the clear pic of the main characters of the story, Aram and Murad. 9-year-old, 13-year-old. So down to earth, crazy strict. I think you should be crystal clear about that. तो बेटा ये कहानी ऑलरेडी मैंने बताया है, दो अर्मीनियन गाइस के बारे में है, दो अर्मीनियन बॉयज के बारे में है जो अलग अलग दोनों की हैबिट्स होती है. अरम जो है इस स्टोरी का नरेटर है और अरम की जो हैबिट है बहुत सिंसियर है, बहुत आई थिंक सेंसिटिव है. अगर मुराद को देखा जाए, मुराद की जो हैबिट्स है दैट इज नॉट वेरी फाइन, इज जस्ट he was just like his uncle Khosrow. So automatically if we look at the age of the guys, around 9-year-old hai, and this particular fellow Murad is 13-year-old. Now just look at the basic pin of the beginning of the chapter. Open your book, students, on page number 1. Oh, don't forget to open your NCERT. Just look at this particular point because we are giving the overview of the story again. So just listen the things and you should be able to underline if you want to underline anything. So now just look at the basics of the story. Story will begin with a very fine point. That is, it will begin with Aram. So automatically he was just letting us know about his past happening. जो ये अपना बचपन का एक्सपीरियंस है वो हमारे साथ यहाँ पे शेयर कर रहा है. So automatically, तो पहले बिगिनिंग में you might be able to read this particular word. One day back there in the old good days. Why old good days? Because childhood period is called the golden period of one's life. Once gone can never be recalled. यहाँ पे बच्चा अपना जो गोल्डन पीरियड था उसका जो चाइल्डहुड एक्सपीरियंस था वो यहाँ पे शेयर कर रहा है. तो आप फर्स्ट लाइन में देखोगे एनसीईआरटी की, तो दैट इज वेयर द ओल्ड गुड डेज, गुड ओल्ड डेज वर्ड हैज बीन जस्ट highlighted to look at the golden period of childhood. So यहाँ he was highlighting that particular experience that one morning he was just sleeping. At 4 o'clock, he heard a knock at the window of his bedroom. तो 4 बजे early in the morning, very early in the morning, he had just heard a knock at the window of his bedroom. जैसे ही वो 4 बजे बच्चा सोया होता है और 4 बजे उसको ठक ठक की आवाज आती है अपने बेडरूम में, तो जहां वो सोया होता है, तो ऑटोमेटिकली he was disturbed to look at the things, and automatically he had looked outside. जैसे उस बच्चे ने बाहर देखा, automatically he was able to observe his cousin. Murad was there, and he was surprised to look at that particular point that he was with wonderful white horse. He was sitting on the wonderful white horse. तो बेटे पहला पॉइंट जो ऑथर है, अपना नरेटर है, अपना चाइल्डहुड एक्सपीरियंस यहाँ शेयर कर रहा है. अब वो एक दिन सोया होता है, 4 बजे उसको नॉकिंग सुनाई देती है अपने बेडरूम की विंडो से. वो बाहर देखता है, जैसे वो बाहर देखता है, he was surprised to look at his cousin Murad. He was sitting on a wonderful white horse. So automatically, first point of this particular chapter should be crystal clear. Add it into your mind map, and this is the basic point of this particular chapter. Now, just look at the next phase, next episode of this particular lesson. So I had already told you students that ये cousin word is always all alone. If we use this particular word with cousin brother or cousin sister, that is entirely wrong. From the text of sentence, we are able to observe the point that either sister is there or brother is there. So cousin is all alone. While we use this word, beta, we possess no right to use sister or brother. So automatically add this particular concept in the dictionary of your brain. So next step is, now look at the second episode of this particular chapter. That is, automatically Aram must amazed to look at that particular scene. कि मेरा जो cousin है वो घोड़ा लेके बाहर खड़ा. Automatically he was surprised. Why he was surprised? He was 100% sure that he could never be able to purchase the horse. And secondly, he was 100% sure that he could never steal the horse. कि उसने सोचा कि ये मेरे cousin के पास, मोराद के पास घोड़ा आया कहाँ से, horse आया कहाँ से. तो देखिए, already I had introduced in my first lecture that this Armenian tribe was a poverty-stricken tribe. तो बहुत सेंचुरी से ये बीपीएल स्टेट था इनका, they belong to below poverty line. तो उससे पहले, बहुत सेंचुरीज पहले, ये बहुत रिच भी होती थी. This community used to be considered as the richest community. So automatically here the point was there in the mind of Aram. From where had he taken that particular horse? ये घोड़ा इसने लिया तो कहाँ से लिया? Automatically, if we look at this particular episode, he was thinking and thinking and thinking. That is the second episode of this story, dear students. Just so what had happened? क्योंकि उसके 2 पॉइंट मन में आ रहे थे, इसको दोबारा सुन लीजिए. आराम जो था, जब देखा कि मेरे कजन के पास घोड़ा है, वो घोड़े पे बैठा हुआ है, हॉर्स पे बैठा हुआ है, उसको बड़ा he was amazed to look at the things, बड़ा हैरान हुआ कि घोड़ा आया कैसे इसके पास, खरीद सकते नहीं है ये। और सेकंड पॉइंट ये उसने देखा कि चोरी कर नहीं सकते, क्यों चोरी नहीं कर सकते। अब थर्ड एपिसोड देखिए, देखिए आर्मीनियन ट्राइब यूज्ड टू बी कंसीडर्ड एज द वेरी फाइन ट्राइब, दे यूज्ड टू बी कंसीडर्ड एज वेरी ऑनेस्ट ट्राइब। जो आर्मीनियन ट्राइब थी, वो जब वो रिच होते थे बहुत सदियों पहले, दे यूज्ड टू बी द वेल्थिएस्ट, तो तब भी दे यूज्ड टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट। And I think for number of centuries they had been poor. Again, the basic trait of that particular community was with them, that is, they were honest. So I think crystal clear about this particular point. I'm again repeating the same point. Automatically, Armenian tribe used to be very wealthy, I think centuries and centuries before. But I think they were poor tribe for the last so many centuries also. So automatically, but they were honest, or they had not said goodbye to their honesty level at any stage. तो वो स्टेप लगी हुई थी उनके पास, तो उसको इसीलिए उसको लग रहा था कि इसका जो कजन है कभी स्टील कर ही नहीं सकता, थीवरी एक्टिविटी कर ही नहीं सकता घोड़े को चोरी करने के लिए, हॉर्स की चोरी करने के लिए. I think crystal clear about this particular fact of this story. Now he was just looking at the thing. Look at the next step taken by Aram. Already we are well aware regarding the basics of Armenian tribe. Very honest, very sincere. Just look at your book on page number 2. And on page number 2, just look at this particular second paragraph. We were proud first, honest next, and after that we believed in right and wrong. Just understand the meaning of this particular thing. In this particular sentence, the basic traits of this particular tribe has been explained. We were proud first. What do you mean by this? We were proud first. They were proud of their tribe. सबसे पहले उनको अपनी जो कम्युनिटी थी, अपनी ट्राइब थी, उसपे उनको घमंड था कि we belong to a very fine tribe. और look at the next point, honest next. And they were feeling proud of their community or tribe, and they were honest. Second basic trait of this particular community was they were honest. I have already explained. And third point, it is very, very important point. Every tribe should just take this particular point. Every tribe should make clear about this particular point. They used to just look at this particular NCERT that we believed in right and wrong. They were with strong reasoning power. Reasoning power क्या होता है? They were able to look at differentiate between right and wrong very early. So, better these basic qualities must be with every community. Whatever our community may be, we must be proud of our community, because we people are the only people who can make our tribe proud. So by our actions and reactions. Second, honesty. And third, this is a very important point. You people have been given the training in every lecture, reasoning power. Reasoning power means common sense to understand what is right and what is wrong. So automatically crystal clear about the Garogulenian tribe. They were proud first, honest second, and third, they were full of reasoning power. Just underline this particular sentence of this particular NCERT page number 2. So next step is, now look at the next page of the chapter. I think the basic 3 points have been crystal clear. Now enter into the fourth point of this particular story in a very decent way. This is the fourth point. So automatically he was thinking and automatically he had taken action. आराम जो था वो सोच रहा था कि ये मेरा कजन चोरी कर नहीं सकता, तो ये फैमिली स्टेप थी. तो दूसरा पॉइंट ये था कि वो परचेज कर नहीं सकता. ऑटोमेटिकली in this fourth point he had taken direct action. He had inquired from that particular fellow कि यार एक बात बता, तूने घोड़ा लिया कहाँ से horse सवारी? Automatically he had asked that fellow directly. So, I have already told you this particular point that Murad was crazy. Never liked to listen to anybody. So that just look at the response of Murad to highlight the answer of Aram. He had told that if he wanted to write, it is up to him. If he never wanted to write, it is up to him also. कि unnecessary question, irrelevant question करके मेरा time waste मत कर. अगर तूने write करनी है तो आजा, नहीं आना तो it is up to you. So automatically he had given the blunt reply of the query of this particular fellow, that is Aram. I think crystal clear about the whole pin of this story. Aram ने action क्या लिया, पूछा कि मुराद एक बात बता यार, तूने घोड़ा लिया कहाँ से, क्या बता? तो उसने ये भी पूछ लिया क्योंकि बड़ा ओवर एक्साइटेड हुआ था वो भी घोड़े को देख के, उसने कहा था चोरी किया तूने? तो इस पॉइंट में उसका आंसर ये था कि अगर ये तूने राइड लेनी है तो आजा, नहीं राइड लेनी तो डोंट आस्क इररेलेवेंट क्वेश्चंस, अननेसेसरी क्वेश्चन मुझसे मत पूछ. नाउ जस्ट लुक एट द फिफ्थ एपिसोड ऑफ दिस स्टोरी इन अ वेरी फाइन वे. तो यहाँ पे अगर हम भी किसी से ऐसी क्वेरी करते हैं कि यार तूने ये चोरी की है, तो चाहे वो क्रेजी टाइप हो, चाहे वो कैसा भी इंसान हो, अगर वो कहता है तो आजा, तो यहाँ पे Aram was 100% sure that Murad had stolen the horse. यहाँ पे उसको श्योरिटी हो चुका था कि इसने जरूर चोरी किया है घोड़े को, हॉर्स चोरी किया हुआ है, तभी उसको गुस्सा नहीं आया. देखो एक बेसिक टेंडेंसी होती है कि अगर हमने थियरी एक्टिविटी नहीं की, हमें ऐसे ही कोई ब्लेम लगा दे, वी विल बी वेरी इंटरप्टेड. यहाँ पे ये इंटरप्ट नहीं हुआ था, उसने कहा था तुझे आना आजा, नहीं तो ना. So automatically Aram was able to recognize the fact that he had stolen the horse. So the fifth basic pin of the story, dear students, note it down. So every point will give you more than 10 questions. Take care of this particular point. You will have to frame the question by your own. But that can be possible if you will just take care of the lecture. Take care of your NCERT students, otherwise it's not possible. Now, next step, just move for the sixth step of this particular story. This particular pin is about Aram. So Aram was also crazy to ride. उसका भी बचपन का शौक था कि घोड़े की राइड करनी है. कुछ जो हमारी लाइकिंग्स होती है हमारी जन्म से ही होती है, तो उसको भी बाय बर्थ ही वाज क्रेजी टू राइड ऑन द हॉर्स. बहुत क्रेजी था, और इसलिए रीजनिंग उसने अपने आप ही अपनी डेवलप कर लिया, किसी ने नहीं उसको बोला. व्हाट रीजनिंग वाज डेवलप्ड बाय दैट पर्टिकुलर फेलो. जस्ट लुक एट द थिंग. सोचा कि अगर घोड़े को हम चुराते हैं, हॉर्स को चोरी किया जाता है, उसको चोरी करने के बाद बेच देते हैं, पैसे कमाते हैं, उसको चोरी कर, यानी वो अपने मन में ही सोच रहा है, किसी को नहीं कह रहा, अपने आप को कंसोल करने के लिए, क्योंकि he wanted to ride at any cost. उसका मन कर रहा है कि राइडिंग तो मुझे करनी है. He wanted to ride that. So that is why he had developed his reasoning part by his own. कि चोरी पता किसको कहते हैं कि अगर हम पैसा कमाते हैं किसी चीज से चोरी करके, अगर घोड़े को हम जहाँ पे भी बंधा होता है वहां से कुछ देर के लिए उठा के उसकी राइडिंग करते हैं और उसको फर्दर बेचते नहीं है पैसा कमाने के लिए, that will not be a thievery activity. उसने अपने मन से ही डिसाइड कर लिया. So I think crystal clear up to this sixth fact of this particular story. Now he was ready. He left for his clothes. अब उसने जो ड्रेस पहननी थी, क्योंकि वो was in night dress, but अगर he wanted to wear to ride that particular horse, he jumped for his clothing. That for his clothes. Leap, left, left. We should be able to look at this particular point. So next step is he was ready to ride with his cousin. So automatically इस step पे उस बच्चे ने अपने आप को ड्रेस अप कर लिया है उस राइड के लिए, and he had just jumped out of window. डोर से नहीं गया because he was afraid of that particular point that his parents would not allow. तो इसलिए वो विंडो से ही जंप करके he was out of that particular out of home to ride the horse with his cousin, that is Murad. So I think crystal clear up to this particular point. Now just look at the first ride. So hurriedly Murad had told that particular guy to sit at the back of horse. तो उसने कहा कि मेरे पीछे बैठ जा आके. So he had instructed that fellow to sit behind him, to sit at the back of him, क्योंकि वो already घोड़े पे बैठा हुआ था. So automatically he had given the instruction to that particular guy, and then what happened? He had followed the instruction. So horse was very cool and calm at that particular moment early in the morning. It was just moving in a very decent order. So Murad became crazy and he had started singing. तो गाना एक तो होता है ना कि बड़े लो वॉल्यूम में हम गा रहे होते हैं या एक एवरेज वॉल्यूम होता है. He was singing just like a roar, जैसे roaring होती है, बड़ी जोर जोर से गाने लग गया because he became crazy to look at that ride. So automatically within a few minutes they were able to complete that particular ride. So automatically then Murad had instructed Aram to let him ride the horse alone. और first ride उनकी जो थी वो खत्म हो चुकी है, तो automatically second ride पे they had told that Murad had told that particular guy to let him ride alone. कहते कि यार तू उतर जा, मैं अकेले राइड करूंगा. तो मुराद ने उसको इंस्ट्रक्ट किया था कि तो उसने इस कंडीशन में कहा आराम ने कि ओके बट he must get the chance to ride alone also. तो उसने कहा कोई बात नहीं, तो अगर चाहता है कि मैं उतर जाऊं तो अकेले राइड कर लो, लेकिन एक पॉइंट ख्याल रखना, मुझे भी आप चांस देना ताकि मैं भी अकेला राइड कर पाऊं, क्योंकि मैंने कहा ना कि मुराद बड़ा क्रेजी फेलो था. उसने एक इंस्ट्रक्शन से उसको टाल दिया कि दैट कैन बी इफ हॉर्स वांटेड. अगर घोड़े ने तेरे को राइड के लिए वो रेडी होगा, एक्सेप्ट करेगा, तब ही तू राइड कर पाएगा, अदरवाइज इट कुड नेवर बी पॉसिबल. नाउ लुक एट द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट ऑफ द चैप्टर. सो Murad was very happily just enjoying the ride, and he was able to complete his ride within 5 minutes. 5 minutes उसने राइड किया. So he had crossed ditches, irrigation ditches. So I think venues, and he was able to get enjoyment out of his ride, which was which was totally meant for him all alone. उस राइड पे जो अकेले राइड कर रहा था, he was getting enjoyment out of that, and he had completed that ride within 5 minutes. वो इरिगेशन डिचेस के कारण जब वो वहां पे उसने अपने वहां पहुंचा जहां पे आराम था, he was drained. तो उसको automatically should be able to look at the things. उसके he was not able to look at the things. पानी के सारे उसके छिट्टे पड़े हुए थे. His outlook became different at that particular moment. Now look at the next step of the chapter. It was dawn of Aram to ride all alone. चांस किया कि चल यार तूने डिमांड किया था, नाउ जस्ट लुक एट दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग ऑल अलोन. तो Aram tried his best to look at his ride in a very decent way, but I think it seemed that horse never wanted that. वो command दे रहा था horse की just move, but that particular horse was not moving at all. So he had shared his problem with his cousin Murad. उसने कहा यार क्या करूं ये चल नहीं रहा. So automatically he was suggested by his cousin Murad that he must give a kick on his muscles. उसने कहा इसको hit कर तभी ये चले. So automatically he had instructed him to run. So now the horse became out of control. चलना तो उसने शुरू कर दिया. After he had just followed what the advice given by his cousin Murad, so automatically the horse started running very fast. So automatically it started. It basically ran down the road to a vineyard, began to leap, and then it became out of control. ये word तुमने भी सुने होंगे कि घोड़ा जब out of control हो जाता है तो उसको control करना बड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है. Automatically, you see this point again. Aram जो था वो उसकी राइड का टर्न आया था. Aram राइड कर नहीं पा रहा था क्योंकि घोड़ा ने ऐसे लग रहा था कि उसको राइड देना ही नहीं चाहता. तो उसने ये प्रॉब्लम शेयर की अपने जो कजन मुराद के साथ. मुराद ने कहा कि नहीं यार घबराने की जरूरत नहीं है, इसको हिट कर, इसको किक ऑन हिज मसल्स, इनटू हिज मसल्स. तो ऑटोमेटिकली उसने जो एडवाइस उसने दिया था किया. घोड़े ने भागना तो शुरू किया लेकिन that particular horse had become out of control. So automatically इस स्टेप पे जो out of control horse था, what had happened? The narrator fell off. Fell off होता है गिर जाना. So narrator fell off the horse. The reason behind that was the horse was out of control. It was crystal clear up to this particular point. Then what had happened? You will have to look at the things. Horse had jumped and he ran very fastly and I think disappeared from that particular place. घोड़ा जो था आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल हो चुका था. नरेटर गिर गया वो घोड़े से, लेकिन घोड़ा वहां से पता नहीं कहाँ चला गया. They were not able to search out that particular horse. So automatically, while he had shared his problem with Murad, Murad had just given the consolation by saying he need not bother, he would search out the horse. उसने आराम को कहा कि तुझे बॉदरेशन करने की जरूरत नहीं है, मैं घोड़े को सर्च करके लाता हूँ. अब ये अर्ली इन द मॉर्निंग ही ये जो राइड्स थी उसका बेनिफिट लेते थे. 4 to 6 I think they might be able to look at the enjoyment of the ride. The reason behind that was जो ऑनर तब तक सोया होता था घोड़े का. जो 4 to 6 I think most of the people are not awakened. तो इसलिए वो that fellow was able to look at the thing at very different level at this particular stage. तो अब उसको वो half an hour उसने लगाया मुराद ने उसको सर्च आउट करने में. After half an hour he was able to search out the horse. आधे घंटे के बाद मुराद जो था घोड़े को सर्च करके वो ले आया. He was able to search out the horse. Then now the biggest problem had arisen. अब बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम उनके सामने खड़ी हो चुकी थी. अब उस घोड़े को ले तो आए. I think almost all the people were in awakened state. सब लोग उठ चुके थे. अब वो घोड़े को अगर जो ऑनर के पास लेके जाते हैं they will be caught. And automatically they had thought that particular point. They had thought that they would keep the horse for a day. They would just keep the horse in a deserted place for today, and tomorrow they will just look at the horse at his original place. तो यहाँ पे इस स्टेप पे आपने देखा होगा, you might have observed that particular point that they had thought over that particular line that they would keep the horse in a deserted place ऑनर के पास वो नहीं लेके जाएंगे। तो ऑटोमेटिकली दे हैड सर्च्ड आउट वेरी फाइन डिजर्टेड प्लेस। वो बांध था। बांध क्या होता है? जो किसान होते हैं वो अपने जो भी खेल होता है या कोई क्रॉप होती है उसको स्टोर हाउस करने के लिए जो जगह बनी होती है उसको BARN बार्न बोला जाता है। तो ऑटोमेटिकली दे हैड केप्ट द horse इन द बार्न ऑफ फैटविजियन फार्मर। फार्मर का वहां पे फैटविजियन फार्मर था, उसका बार्न था जो बिल्कुल ही पास था, उन्होंने वहां उसको बांध दिया उस horse को। And automatically they moved towards their homes after that. उसको वहां पे बांधने के बाद they just taken their way for their home. तो क्या हुआ? You have to look at this particular point. जैसे अरम घर पहुंचा, he had taken very fine breakfast, and after taking breakfast, he was able to observe that particular point that Uncle Khosrow was in his house, and automatically the next step he was able to observe that John Byro, ऑलरेडी मैंने इसकी इंट्रोडक्शन आपको दिया हुआ है। जॉन बायरो एजीरियन था और वो बेसिकली ऑनर ऑफ हॉर्स था। जिसका घोड़ा इन बच्चों ने चोरी किया हुआ था, दैट फेलो वाज जॉन बायरो। So automatically he was able to look at that particular point. While he entered in that particular house, he had shared his problem with Aram's mother, and he had shared his problem with Uncle Khosrow also because he was also in his home. So John Byro was family friend of Aram's parents, Aram's family. I think crystal clear about this particular fact that what had happened. You will have to look at this particular point in a very sincere way. He shared everything. He shared his problem, and he had told that he had become big sufferer as somebody had stolen his horse. उसने क्या शेयर किया उनके साथ? देखिए, somebody had stolen his horse, so that is why he had become big sufferer. कैसे? He wanted to highlight that is sorry. सरी क्या होता है? Now just open your books on page number. That is, it is on page number. Open your NCERT. That is on page number 3, I think. So should be able to look at this particular point. सरी क्या होता है? जो कि एक गाड़ी होती है जिसको एक कार्ट बोला जाता है, जिसपे हॉर्स को बांध के उसको चलाया जाता है। So seats होती हैं, should be able to look at the things. So उसने कहा कि ये तो मेरे सरे है that has become useless. Or moreover, he wanted to highlight the problem that he could never travel without his sare. So automatically he was given very negative type of reply by Uncle Khosrow. Chapter को पढ़ोगे तो Uncle Khosrow ने कई negative replies दिया। उसने कहा कि he could be able to move in a different way. There is no requirement of that. He was just speaking in a very negative way. You will study the chapter, you will be able to highlight that particular point in a very different way. So now look at the next step of the chapter. तो नेक्स्ट स्टेप में आप देखोगे ऑटोमेटिकली very fine step. You will have to look at that particular point. 5 days or more than limit. At least we are able to keep the horse 6 months only. तो ऑटोमेटिकली यहाँ इन्होंने कंसेंट आपस में ले लिया कि अब घोड़े को ऑनर के पास अभी नहीं लेके जाएंगे, 6 months के बाद लेके जाएंगे। अभी तो फैटविजियन फार्मर का जो डिजर्टेड बांध था वही बंधा रहेगा और रोज वो राइड करेंगे और वही उसको बांध देंगे। Automatically this